All right, let's do this. Hey guys, Untitled Chap, and this is just a brown cardboard box, but what's on the inside is a very interesting new laptop that I can't wait to show you. And if I get this opened up, it's kind of like that Pulp Fiction scene. But inside here, we have the brand new Honor MagicBook 14. So I'm actually quite a big fan of these Honor MagicBooks. I've tested them for a couple of years now because I know it's a bit of a cliche, but they're just good all-round laptops. They don't completely break the bank, they're quite affordable. So this is the new 2021 MagicBook 14. A big thank you to Honor for sending this over and also sponsoring this video, although as always, all opinions are my own. Now the tagline for this is powerfully compact, which obviously is a marketing spiel, but I think it's pretty on point because it's quite thin and light. It weighs just 1.38 kilograms. It's a hair under 60 millimeters thick. And also we're getting the brand new, or the very latest Intel 11th gen processors, either the i5 or the i7, paired with up to 16 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. So a very nicely spec'd laptop that is reasonably portable as well, and crucially, not too expensive. So this starts for the i5 with 8 gigs of RAM and 512 storage for just £799. And I think the biggest upgrade is the fact that these 11th gen processors come with Intel's Iris Xe graphics, which is up to twice as fast as their previous integrated graphics. So let's just jump straight in and play a bit of Rainbow Six Siege. This is at 1080p with high settings, and I'm averaging a very playable 55 FPS. Not too shabby at all, and actually it stayed nice and cool throughout as we're getting new dual heat pipes and a bigger cooling fan. So this particular model is the higher spec one with an i7, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 storage, and that will cost more, although I don't have the final pricing for it. But for that 849 price tag, you're getting the i5, 8 gigs of RAM, and also still 512 gigs of fast NVMe storage, which isn't bad at all actually, and crucially, you can upgrade it yourself. So maybe in 6 or 12 months, if you've got a few more pounds to spend, you can maybe double the RAM and expand the storage. So I've just dived straight in talking about performance, but let's take a step back and have a look at this laptop as a whole. And I think this is a pretty good looking laptop. We're getting an aluminium chassis in space gray, and it's got a kind of sleek, understated aesthetic to it. The top and the side bezels are nice and thin, although there is a bit of a chin at the bottom, but it's still a solid 84% screen to body ratio. Plus, we're getting a 180-degree hinge, so you can fold the screen right back and then well, use it like that if you want to. Apparently people do sometimes, and they share their work or what they're looking at with their flat screen. I'm not sure how useful that would be for me, but what is helpful is that you have more options for the viewing angles. So if you are maybe putting this on a laptop stand or however you are using it, you basically can adjust the screen however you like. So that is useful. You may also notice there's no webcam up here, and that's because it's hidden away under this key between F6 and F7. Now we've seen these privacy webcams on Honor and Huawei laptops for a few years now, and while the quality isn't fantastic and it does look up your nose, you do have the benefit of being able to physically hide it if you are a bit concerned about privacy. Other nifty extras include a fingerprint reader built into the power button. Also, as it literally says on the tin, this supports Honor's Magic Link, so just by tapping your Honor phone you can share files, and with the cross collaboration feature, actually use your phone screen on the laptop. There's a pretty decent selection of ports, including 2 full-size USB-As, one 3.2 Gen 1, one USB 2 for some reason, which is a bit old and slow, as well as a full-size HDMI, USB-C for charging, which I'll come to in a second, and a headphone jack. Plus we're getting Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1. But you will notice that unlike a lot of more affordable laptops, there's no ugly, annoying DC power brick that you have to lug around with you. Instead, when you unbox this laptop, I could have given you the whole unboxing experience, but it's just a cardboard box with some styrofoam inside. But crucially, we get this inside. It's a fast 65 watt USB-C charger. So this is gonna be great for your smartphone as well. And it means you can plug it in with the USB-C port, and in just half an hour, you'll get 44% of your battery. So fast charging with this is a really nice extra. And speaking of battery, thanks to the more efficient chips and also the 56 watt-hour battery we get inside, Honor says we'll get up to 10.5 hours of local Full HD video playback. So far in my more real-world testing, I'm getting closer to 6.5 or 7 hours, which is still good. And of course, you do have the fast charger as well, but it does all depend on how you use it. But it should get you through a full working day. Now, question for you guys. Do you prefer a glossy or a matte screen on your laptop. There are kind of pros and cons for each. Glossies generally are a bit more contrasty and can make colors pop a bit, but personally I quite like a matte panel like we get on the MagicBook here, because it means you don't really have to worry about reflections as much, and it just makes it easier to use outdoors. And considering that this is supposed to be a bit of a portable travel companion as well, it's all about that powerfully compact tagline, having a matte screen I think is quite a good choice. But I would genuinely be curious what you guys prefer between matte and glossy, so let me know in the comments below. So with the MagicBook, we're getting a 14-inch 1080p IPS LCD screen, 300 nits, 1000:1 contrast, and actually covers an impressive 100% of the sRGB color gamut. But if I could have one upgrade, or I would love to have a 16:10 aspect ratio that fills in maybe a little bit of that chin. Maybe for next time, if Honor are watching. Now I have to say, one of the more surprising standouts for me about this is actually the keyboard. I was making some notes and writing the review for this the other day, and my wife was sat next to me and she said how nice it was that this wasn't a really loud, annoying, clacky keyboard. You can hear it's nice and muffled, yet it's still responsive, there's good key travel. It's actually a lovely keyboard. It's well spaced out, it's backlit as well, so unlike a lot of keyboards that just drive my wife crazy because I'm like banging away and it's clacking, this is kind of like softer and a little bit rubbery. It's nice. And also this smooth precision trackpad is a good size. You couldn't really squeeze much of a bigger one in here. So that's your walkthrough of the MagicBook 14, but going back to performance just for a second, and over the past week or so as I've been using this, it's comfortably handled 1080p video editing in Premiere Pro, plus you could always use proxies if you're doing more intensive 4K editing, and also I could smoothly edit my videos in Lightroom. So to wrap up, if you're after a thin and light laptop with the latest specs, good performance, and a smart design that also doesn't cost an absolute fortune, then I would definitely give the Honor MagicBook 14 a look, or even its bigger brother, the MagicBook 15. And I'll leave links in the description below if you want to check it out. My only feedback would be that while I do appreciate the privacy of the hidden webcam, the position isn't great, and actually for me I wouldn't mind it being up here and perhaps physically disabling it some other way. Also, having a USB 2 port, while it's fine if you're plugging in a peripheral for like a mouse or a keyboard, it's not ideal. Maybe faster USB 3 or even a Thunderbolt would have been lovely with this. And also I suppose it would have been nice to see perhaps a bit of a refresh of the design. It still looks good, but perhaps next time a 16:10 and a slightly thinner chin down here would be good to see. But that's it really. So what do you make of the new Honor MagicBook 14? Would you be tempted to buy one? And if not, well, why not? Let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video and want to see more from me, then hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, all those annoying YouTuber things, and I will see you guys next time right here on the Tech Chat. Thanks for watching.